Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome your faces back to Buildz. We are on part 6 now of this mansion let's build. And I want to say welcome back after 2 days of me not uploading from part 5 to part 6. You may also notice some changes. We've got some awesome stuff to show you guys today, and I have a slight texture pack update. I have some new textures in my pack. It's a little thing that I've been working on. I want to play around with Flows HD a bit, you know, give it that edge, make it look nicer, make it look as nice as possible really, because there's some things that you can do with flows that really can transform the pack. So getting into them few small changes, you know, we now have 2 sofa designs, as you can see. In fact, this is a really nice design. It's exactly the same design we had over there. If I just get F1 out, this is 3 away from the wall, 1 away on this side. On this side it is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the wall, 1 on that side. Actually it's the same on both. What the glitch? Yeah, okay. And it's got a 2 gap in the middle. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide that way. And this is just 4 of snow and then 5 of snow on the back, light grey stained clay and normal grey stained clay. And that was the same with both sofas. Over here we have some cobblestone slabs, new texture guys, what do you think? And we have some fire just lit in the middle there. As you know, they can just sit here, view over LA where this house is based to be made, look at some beautiful views while just sitting around a campfire, you know, pretty damn cool. So you may notice the whole floor is normal carpet, so we have some sandstone chairs. You know what, they're not going to win any awards for the most awesome, inspiring, new Minecraft changing ideas, because what we are here for, guys, is we are here for realism, and these are practically the closest you can get. So basically you have sandstone stairs, and you're going to want to have a 2 gap in between 4 chairs. Then in between here we have a 4 gap with the same design, and filling up the space is also, guys, a new texture. We have, oops, if I don't do that, if I actually do that, this is our purple carpet. I recommend doing something like brown or grey, but you know, this texture pack is going to be available for you guys in about a week now, and you guys are going to be able to build in the way that I build. You know, all these updated textures, flows, HD edit is looking better than ever. So I use some of this, guys. This is the same length as all of the chairs and 4 in width, just like I just said there, and it's supported by 3 court stairs facing one way. This is you don't need any word edit for this because it's just carpet on carpet, and these are just spaced out 2 in width like that. So it's looking pretty awesome. And just to give you guys an idea of where this is placed, it's placed 3 blocks away from the wall, 1 block from this side and 2 blocks from this side. So that is what it is going to be looking like, guys, to give you guys a perspective on that. Now there's been changes, quite a few of them, in different little areas on the whole shebang. If we get over this side, guys, this is where the changes really did start happening. So we just fly through here, and this may get a little bit difficult to see, and I do apologise for that. Actually, why don't I just get one of the other new textured blocks, and I just get some of this glowstone out. It should actually help us see a little bit. The staircase has been tweaked. It is stone slab still, but it goes up in a higher gradient, and it has some just normal glass panes just on the side there supported, which just go up by 2. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Yeah, so it's like 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So that's the pattern it goes in. Behind here we just have some green stained clay supporting some flower pots with ferns inside. Over here we have one of our new textures, which is birchwood planks, and we have some flower pots with some more of them on top. Over here the wall has now been extended, so the sofa ends here. You know where the sofa measurements are, guys, because we showed it in the last video. It's another 4 on from that now, and we have some glass panes, because this is like a huge retractable sliding glass window to allow you to see them really beautiful views clearer. Nothing around here has changed, guys, except from the little swivel comfortable executive chair design. I was like, wow, I don't really like that. So you know, it's really difficult to make these kind of chairs, so I tried to come up with something which is basically quartz stairs, some snow in the same height as a slab, then going down 1 slate, you then have 2 more snow slate blocks, and then you have 2 here which are the same height as this, just 1 across and 1 across again, supporting this sectioned area right up to where the little seating areas, which is 3 away from the sofa, and in line with these you're having yourself some grey, some brown. You know, this is mine, guys. This is replacing purple, a carpet that's never really used, and this just comes all the way up to this wall that we built as well, and kind of separates areas off, which really does give quite a nice effect and adds more detail. Now another thing to mention is, guys, the sofas have been upped in size. They are now 5 blocks wide, and these let's just actually get this out for you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these parts contain of 6 in height, and these parts contain this is just a full block of snow. So you have that, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide and 3 long. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the nearest wall. Let me just fly up again. And it has a 1 space in between it, where we then have some white stained glass, and 4 of them to form a glass table. We then have another one of the tables just flipped around. We then have 4 gap with another sofa and another one just slightly smaller, guys. This one is just 4 wide, just a comparison of size, you know, because you don't really need that big sofas around an area like this. Coming into here, there's been some very minimal changes. We have the little, what do you call it, kitchen unit design. Now has a tap in it, with some light grey stained clay supporting it, just attention to detail, and some snow risen up in the middle, as you can see, to kind of form like a sink like design. We changed this to just some normal clay, and then we have the backing is snow again. Around here we kept this very similar. What we did was we brought it out by 1 block, and we changed the signs. These are just them little dash things right to the end, and all these are, guys, is they are the dash things at the top. Then you just literally hit N to drop down 1, put 2 capital I's in the middle center point, and then continue the slashes. And as you can see, because I didn't quite get to finish this off on time, this actually peeks through behind the build, so you're going to want to change this to sand. We do have stop lag off, guys, so none of the signs should fall off the walls. And these are the same, guys, and then these ones are just the equal sign. If you drop down and hit I and then hold spacebar, I think it's around about 6 or 7 times, and then press I again and then repeat the pattern. That's how you create them. This is backed with some black stained glass, I believe, and then we have 2 or more of them designs right there, and that's looking really, really nice, just as you can see through there. Coming through here, I now did decide to replace this to some birch wood, just because my texture pad looks so nice like that, and we have slightly different like little cupboard designs. Apart from that, this area stayed the same, and you can really see how this texture pack benefits this build more like how it should be presented. So the last feature I think around this area is just this, which has just been tweaked, so it just has a snow backing now. Pretty simple, but you know, it actually does add to the build and looks pretty good. So if we now come up here to the next level of the build, I can show you guys the changes made up here. So we now have an entrance which should be in line with the grey stained glass pane there, and this is just 2 wide with a 3 gap in the middle continuing with 2. There was a glass feature up around about here. We removed this and just put some normal snow, and this is going to be like a little officey area. So we had 2 of these like lilac paintings arranged on the wall like so, as shown. we have some flower pots on the floor to just represent them nice sort of bushes you have in modern offices in all the corners. I would have liked them to be a little bit taller, but for some reason when I was putting grass down, putting the plants on top and then deleting the grass, stop lag should stop the plants disappearing like they would on a normal world. They just kept disappearing, so I don't know what that was happening. And then we just have an open plan door here, which is just almost all the way up to the ceiling height. So guys, some more changes is this has now come out by 3, just to give it a more open feel, and I think it really does benefit it as well. Just a small little touch of detail there. Since we changed the stairs and the wall, in fact, that's something I did not include. This is now snow, grey stained clay, snow, which is 4 in width, then it continues to be on with grey stained clay, and then this is kind of like a storage room at the moment, not really has a purpose, just part of the wall features, and this just shows a Bugatti, so you know you can kind of park out the back. I'm not sure you know where we're going to swing with that section of the build, guys, but you know everything comes to plan. Just thought I'd need to show you that, guys, because I was going to get loads of rage comments otherwise. Now up here we have a slightly tweaked design, which is just some sand, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in width now, with some snow along the top, just like I showed in the past episode. The window has been shortened a bit because of the sand. Coming through here is where stuff gets awesome, guys, and is where I'm going to actually be doing the Let's Build part, because I know a lot of people in the future on this video are going to be like, oh, a Let's Build is where you build on camera, not where you tell people how to build. I really don't care, guys. I'm going to call it a Let's Build. It's practical. I'm telling you guys how to build it. But for all them haters out there, we are going to be doing a Let's Build. So coming across here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to change this existing wall all to green stained clay and bring this out, I'd say, another 20 blocks. So we're not sure on exact measurements yet, guys. There's going to be a lot of shortening and adjusting, but for now let's say 20 blocks, and just continue them stone slabs existing from over there all the way to the end of this wall on how many blocks you made it long. We're not sure yet, I'm not sure yet, but when I do find out, when I'm sure, I will be first on it to let you guys know. So over here, what you're going to want to do is get yourself out some snow and just place this in between this gap, and the gap will be explained, all this randomized detail to my side that you guys are probably like about, you know, it will be explained. And for you, for survival viewers, because I've actually found out I have a lot of survival builders attempting this project, things are going to get difficult for you guys. I would recommend making yourself some ladders. I'm sure if you know how to make all this stuff, and you're definitely able to make some ladders. But over here, guys, what we have is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in. We have our own little ramp, and this is basically leading up to where like a road's going to be along the back. This build is mainly focused on the back, viewing over to them beautiful views, rather than the actual front of the build, because you're going to spend most of your time, you know, sitting around the back in the pool, you know, having a campfire at night. You know, that's where you're going to spend your time in this place. But the back is over there, and the front we have not got started. So this is the front. Explaining this part is going to probably be quite difficult, but as you can see, with a lot of planning and a lot of thought I put in, the front of the build is starting to come together. I don't have any pictures of it, but I've tried to replicate what I think might be there. I feel like Andy has showed his Let's Build. He's had a lot of trouble making his. I'm in exactly the same position him. I think there's something about them LA houses, you know, trying to plan them is difficult. But what this is, guys, is I'm just going to count out the pattern until you guys get the kind of idea of what goes where. So you're going to want to get yourself out some cobblestone slabs, or whatever slabs in your texture pack you prefer most for roads or pathways. And it's going to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to hit snow block. You're going to want to come 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to want to come back again and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get the pattern. It starts off at 5 with a big wide entrance, then it goes 4, 4, and 4, and 4. In fact, you right here should be slabs, and then you get this kind of pattern. Now the thing you guys are going to be asking about, how wide is it? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A very generous sized driveway. You can put Hummers down this thing, limousines, anything you want. This house is literally designed for the most rich, person that money is nothing to. Money is just an object. So I did say it was a let's build, and we are going to do some stuff on camera. So what you're going to want to do, guys, is you're going to want to get out yourself some light grey stained clay, and you're going to want to join this all the way up to the extension roof. And this is, to be honest, probably going to be where the building part ends. After that, it's just going to be some small exterior tweaks where we have the shaping of the driveway, the exterior of the roads, and all that kind of stuff that brings the house up together with all the neighborhoods. So you're just going to want to connect this part up here all the way to the roof. And guys, I will count out the roof as well. I forgot to do that. It's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks wide. So once you've done that, you're going to want to do 8 again. You're going to want to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you can see, ends right on this crease. Measurements are on point. So once you've done that, you're going to want to bring all these panes back up again to the same height, almost just one pane below. And this is actually due to me finding another picture of the build, which I was so happy about. This build, there's one thing for sure, it's not easy to build. It's probably one of the most difficult projects I've ever taken on. And guys, if you're wondering about this, you're going to want to come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, say 6, and then you can just delete this. If you're wondering, like, what the hell is that part doing, guys? It is part to do with the other section of the build. I did say, I'm not sure on how far some of the stuff comes back, and because of that, we have a lot of different designs. So keeping it like that now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to continue this snow, so just bring it all the way back. I'll probably say to the end of where I said, so around 20 blocks. What you're going to want to do now is you're going to want to bring this back again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then just connect that up again, one pane lower than the other side, just like that, and just going to keep bringing this across. And I'm actually seeing this build like look so sick. I remember a lot of people are like, I'm going to take a step back, I'm going to see what you do here. I've seen other people attempt building this, it's gone wrong. But I've really had a good go at this build, and it's turned out pretty well, I have to say. I'm really chuffed how cool this thing is looking. So you just need to extend it by one more block. That wasn't a half bad guess, I have to say, on how long this thing should be. Just look at that, guys. Take that for some inspiration. I'm looking at a picture right now on my phone of the build, and it is looking so accurate. So what we're going to do now is we're going to come from the window. You're going to want to come across about two about here, or I'd say, actually, what, about here. And you're going to want to bring that about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so. And this may not make sense yet, guys, so do not worry about a thing. You're going to want to bring this across now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just like so. And this part, like I said, won't make sense yet, but it will do when time comes around. Basically, guys, what happens is there's a big hill that comes up from about this level, comes all the way up across the build. The picture that I'm looking at the moment, if you check in the description, guys, and you click on the pictures that take you to this website, you can see a upscaled, higher resolution version of it, and then you can zoom in and you'll see what I'm talking. There's about a huge hill that goes around here, guys. You have these kind of snow looking supports which connect up to the hill, of course, to keep the house, connected to the ground. They have a lot of like earthquakes in California, so you need a very well built structure. So guys, that is going to be it for this part. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Go subscribe if you're psyched to see part 7. Hopefully I should have it out quicker for you guys. You know, there's not that much complex stuff ahead of us now. We've got to figure out a few little things and that, but we're mostly the way there. So remember to leave a comment. You know, tell me what you think of this, guys. Tell me what you think of the texture pack update. That would be awesome. Smack that like button. Go subscribe if you want to see part 7 and more videos from me. And I'll catch you guys in the next part. See you guys there.